In this video, I'm on a mission to cure a phobia and show you how easily we can use NLP to overcome fear. But there's a problem. Even though 7.8% of the US population will have a phobia this year, that's 26 million people, I don't know anyone with a phobia. If 7.8% of the population has a phobia, then all I need is a large volume of people, right? Because 7 or 8 out of 100 will have a phobia, and some way to tell people that I can help them, like a sign. So I took my sign to what some would consider the heartbeat of mental illness in America, aka Venice, California. Just playing. But I took my sign and I walked, and after hours, nobody wanted help with their phobia. In fact, the only person who got my attention was this person.
I'm here with Peter, and he can help you cure your phobia or anxiety.
He was out there helping people with their gut health.
It's all about the gut-brain connection.
I also passed some rappers who saw my sign and started free-flowing off the words phobia and anxiety. Unfortunately, I only captured this bit.
What you got to say about anxiety, dog?
I say anxiety is mean. That's the reason I be smoking green. Yeah, they say just what I do. I be smoking on this green, now I ain't smoking on no blue.
He said anxiety is mean. That's why I be smoking on that green. Which I believe he was referring to marijuana with that statement. Those guys were awesome. They were really good. I wish I had their @ so you could give them a follow. But anyway, I searched, and nobody wanted help with a phobia. Remembering that one of the 5 principles of the NLP success formula is sensory acuity. Can you notice when what you're doing is not working or working? And harnessing this principle, I realized that what I was doing was not working, and I needed to be flexible in my approach and change my tactics. So I decided to go think this over by eating a burrito and thinking things over. This moment with Chipotle flowing through my blood and Tabasco on my lips, that I was visited by the muse. So I decided this time, instead of waiting for people to approach me, that I would approach person after person after person until I found somebody with an intense fear or phobia. I did eventually find this wonderful, amazing human being who was so brave and willing to be on camera to allow me to help her work through her phobia. So I'm gonna run her through 4 steps to resolve the phobia. First, we get a specific example of the problem. We do this because it lights up the neural pathway of the problem. In order for change to happen, neuroplasticity has to happen. In order for neuroplasticity to happen, the neural pathways of the problem state have to be active. So we get a specific example to activate the neural pathway. So for her example, she went right to the first time she had the phobic response.
The full hazmat suit, the doctor stood in the opposite. After that, it ended up just being a continuous problem. It's like I'm going and I'm thinking that I'm going to die.
How's your body feeling right now in this moment?
Anxious.
So she goes to doctor. Doctor comes in a full hazmat suit. She fully freaks out. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Now, this brings us to step 2, the alpha sequence. I have a full video on the alpha sequence on my channel, but for now, just realize the alpha sequence is 4 physiological maneuvers that put her in a parasympathetic state. So she goes into peripheral vision, she relaxes the jaw, she relaxes the back of her tongue, and she slows down her breathing. Now, if you want to learn more about that, go watch the other video. But you can see here, just notice how relaxed she is.
And I want you to notice how slow down. Don't try to slow down. Just notice how slow. You're very calm.
And she also notices an immediate response, an immediate relaxation response. So now we're going to take the phobic stimulus, the doctor's office, and have her put it on an imaginary iPad. And this will accomplish a lot of things all at once. Check this out. The first thing, I ask to borrow her hand, and I tell her to look at her hand and visualize the iPad. Now, this also lets me get catalepsy. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it, but it helps us to facilitate this transformation. And now what I'm doing is I'm reminding her to be in a parasympathetic state. I remind her to relax her jaw, to notice the space. All those things have become anchors for the relaxation response. So by the way, now she's looking at the phobic stimulus and she's totally relaxed, okay? This is a big deal. The fact that she can look at the phobic stimulus and be relaxed, that's huge. Now then I also go through and I get resources, positive emotional states to begin to link into this. All right, and so right now as she's looking at that in a parasympathetic state, she's having a little bit of an emotional release happen. Some emotions are coming up. That's okay. She gets a little teary, right? It's okay to release some emotions. And then I instruct her to rewind the movie from end all the way back to the beginning.
3, 2, 1, jump into the end of the movie. See what you call one of my visions. All the way back to before it happened. Okay, good. Step out. Okay, look at the movie. Okay, how's your body feeling? Fine. Okay, pause. Good.
And that brings us to the final step. We test. Is she in a parasympathetic state in response to the phobic stimulus?
Like, relax. Do you have any?
So I ask, how does your body feel as you think about it now? She goes, more relaxed. And I go, well, can you get the anxiety back? And she goes, not really. Not now, right? Think about stimulus, fear gone.
Great success.
Okay, phobia, annihilated. Now, in a private session over Zoom, for example, I would be more thorough in testing. And I've offered her private sessions and follow-ups. If she wants that, she's more than welcome to it. What I want you, the viewer, to understand is if we can get the part of your nervous system lit up that has the fear, and we can get a different part of your nervous system lit up at the same time, neurons that fire together, wire together. And now what used to trigger the fear will trigger the resource. Want to learn how to do this for yourself, for your clients? Click the link below.